the issues being raised is basically trying to help change the perspective of how the public actually looks at gypsies in the Wokingham area, because they have actually a very negative reputation when really they're not actually doing much wrong. So yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Now, as a person who's also featured on this, and as someone who lives and works in town, I have my own perspective, I have my own views, my own opinions on the issue that is travellers and community in Woking. Now, I would say these issues are very, very much so based on disputes over land, the lifestyle, how it can fit in with modern society, because it is quite different. It is quite something that most people don't get a look into how they live and how they interact with one another. And I think you would all agree with me when I say it's a social action.
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to change the opinion and maybe show, each side of the argument from one of Gypsy's perspective and one from another. I think you all guys would agree with me that it's quite a complicated situation. It's not something that has an easy resolution.
I would agree.
Anything more you would like to elaborate on that?
I don't think it is an easy solution because they're always going to be there. But I think the best thing you can do is try and get along with them. And I think that's what we're going to try and do here, is try and help to create a compromise with the people that don't want them there and the actual gypsies themselves.
So would you say there's a big need for this action?
I'd
yes.
say it's just like this happens all over the UK. A lot of people, it's a controversial thing, but we see the sides of the gypsies, in my opinion. Like, they're not doing, in my opinion, I haven't had any trouble. Like, I live very close, I live in a Maidenhead where there's quite a few gypsies, and it's not really an issue, but you've got to see from both sides, really. What
of course there's going to be, like a minority that's gonna cause trouble, but that's with everything. Like, you get normal people that just cause trouble.
But I think we can all say that with gypsy and traveller communities, it's quite a big minority. It's not we're not saying that every single gypsy is out there to cause trouble. However, we are saying that this is quite a big minority, and it's quite a big problem because you can go around and ask practically anyone, have you had a bad experience? And I would probably say around 1 out of 3 people have had a bad experience or heard of a bad experience that they've had or their families had with travellers and gypsies. So this change would be mostly local. Do you know any other places in the world that have a problem with gypsies and travellers?
I think all over the country right now, and there's quite a gypsy problem, if you want to call it that.
So what would you say our goal of the documentary is?
I think our goal is mainly to highlight the side of the gypsies, to see what they think that they could do as alternatives to just like staying where they are, or what they're doing to actually earn a living.
Because a big problem of it is that they pitch up and make their small communities in land they do not own, and land owned by the borough council, things like public fields, and that can be an issue for people with like dog walkers or people who live nearby and didn't expect them to have so many neighbours so quickly. So do you think this documentary could strengthen the community? Do you think it could have a good impact?
I think it could. I think it could bring people together, rather than I think it could bring gypsies and people together. They're like
The two communities.
Yeah, the two communities of people.
So would you say the documentary is trying to build a relationship between the two communities in a positive way?
Yeah.
And way that could probably mean compromise, yeah?
Yeah, I would say so.
So, what good are you thinking, are you hoping to come up with the documentary, guys? What good?
I think mainly I want a reaction from the audience, which will be like quite positive, to think that these people are doing this not to cause trouble, but because they do this in their way of living. And I hope that gypsies can also look at this and be like, yeah, like that is our lives, and they should be kind of more like happy to realise that people do see this as an issue.
Yeah, it's done out of care. It's not something done out of complete spite most of the time. I can speak for the documentary as one of the 3 directors, that we're trying to take a very serious tone with the documentary, not trying to make it a laughing matter, using techniques such as tracking shots, ambient sounds, graphics, and interviews with gypsies and people who live in and have issues with gypsies. We want to show all sides of the argument. And we're trying to I would think you guys would agree with me that we're very much so trying to provoke emotion. You know,
I'd say so.
provoke emotion by seeing the lifestyle of travellers and the anguish caused by the feuds in between the community. So this documentary is coming out when? It's coming out relatively soon. I think it's
Soon to a cinema near you.
soon to a, probably not cinema, we don't have that much of a reach, but you know, soon to your computer screen.
There it is.
Neat.
Quite soon.
YouTube.com.
YouTube will definitely be on YouTube. Will be, and I hope you do give it a watch. It's going to be a fun
It'll be a
documentary
great
to
one.
make.
It should be a great one.
Gypsy or not gypsy, give it a watch. So that's been the Jason Young News Show for today, talking about social action and the Gypsy documentary, Sex Lives of Brazilian Prostitutes and
Blackfish.
Blackfish.
Jack
Thank you
Smith.
very much for watching.
I've been Jack Smith, and I'm signing out.
Matt Brienza, Jason Young. Good night.
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah!